Hi everyone, I am back with your reading for December 2024. There are three wonderful cards in front of you. Pick the one that you feel resonated or called to or attracted to the most, and then we can get started. You can pause now and pick your card.
Hi, pile number one. If you chose this card, then this is your reading. And what I've done today is I've taken out a bunch of cards from very different decks, and I'm going to be opening them all in front of you. Wow, you got an Ace of Cups. I love, when we have court cards and we have like major arcana, so we have Ace of Cups. It's beautiful energy. Hmm. I'm actually going to open all the cards here, okay? This is an affirmation. We'll take it in the end. And we have this. And bottom of the deck, we have got temperance. Okay. Honestly, very beautiful energy. I'm feeling very happy just looking at the cards. And how I tend to read energies in tarot is also that whatever emotions I'm feeling during your reading, they could be the emotions that you feel throughout the month. I do feel you're going to be feeling very positive, very happy, very excited, chirpy, and enthusiastic for life. There would be hope. Yeah, you would feel like it's all right. I'm getting somewhere. It's interesting. Okay, so that's the overall emotion I feel you would have in the month of December 2024. Few things that are coming right off the bat is, of course, these two beautiful cards. It goes without saying, this is all about forming some new bond or new love in your life. Okay, there is a possibility that for those who are single, you could be meeting somebody who is going to be impactful in regards to the areas of romance in your life. Okay, because this is clearly a card of like new love, new passion, new emotional energy. And with the bond card here, what we can say is that, maybe there's some new bonds, new dynamics, new relationships that are coming in your life in 2024. For all those who are in a relationship, I do feel this is definitely about marriage or your commitment solidifying further. And you may be starting on a new chapter in your commitment. For few, I also feel, this could actually be about your inner circle, your friends. Like, you would find people with whom you will align better. Even in your existing relationships, there is a possibility that you might start aligning a lot better by finding your way of how to interact with those people. So there's a lot of new love energy that's happening, or new relationships, new dynamic energy that's happening in December 2024 for you. For some of you, this could also be that, you have attended some event or you have been part of certain celebrations in like a large gathering, family, friends, because of which you come back feeling very emotionally nourished. You come back feeling very happy emotionally, okay? I do feel certain bonds are definitely getting more strengthened in the month of December 2024. Could be existing, could be a new bond. So with that, I'm completing this message here. If something comes up to me later, I'll add that. With the star card here, this, by the way, card is my favorite card. I absolutely love the star card. I literally live for the star card. So with the star card here, what I can really say is there is something that you're doing in regards to your spiritual practices. And also, generally, from a large perspective, you'd feel as if your wishes and your dreams are coming true. It's interesting, each time I say this, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a bell ringing in the background because somebody in my, like where I stay in one of the floors, somebody I think is praying, doing their little puja. So I do feel like, that happening right at the time when I spoke of spirituality, and the star card is a message. I feel as if many of you are going to be strengthening your practices, your spiritual practices, or let's just say how you connect with yourself. Because you also have the card of integration here. So, how I see this is that, all of the wisdom that you have maybe gathered in the year 2024, or generally up until now in your life, or from the past recent months, now you're going to be integrating it all and bringing it to a completion in your life. So, an interesting integration also, has this geometric star-like pattern. So I feel as if you're going to be finally integrating all the wisdom that you knew intellectually. Like we know things sometimes. We all share all these Instagram quotes, we read books, we understand what are the right things to say. But it's only through experience and through sitting with ourselves, we realize much deeper that, oh, what did that quote actually mean? Or what is this emotion? Or, oh, that self help little passage in a particular book now makes sense. So I feel as if December is going to be the month when you would integrate all that intellectual understanding with your experiential understanding to have wisdom that you would accept and move further from. So, what does accept and move further from mean? Like, suppose if we have understood that certain type of people are not good for us, so we should not hang out with them. Maybe you knew that, but you were not able to cut them out. Then came a point in your life when you were able to cut them off or fade them away or maintain your healthy distance. Now, what will happen is moving ahead, because you've understood that certain type of people are not good in your life and you should maintain your distance from them, or you should understand that. Now, the wisdom becomes next time, let's do it timely. Let's not wait it out so long. And what does integration mean? Where next time when you're meeting any person new in your life, you start taking it slow. You don't forge a dynamic very quickly. You take it slow, you understand them, and if it doesn't feel right, you're okay fading it out a lot more sooner. So that is how your wisdom travels to integration. Wow, that is like the best example that I could have given. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so that's happening. I also feel a lot of your little wishes are coming true. With two of these cards here, what I also feel is as if there has been an inkling in you, to do something, to know something, to find your passion, to give time to what you love, what you're passionate about. And I think that wish of yours is coming true in the month of December. You'll find something that you're truly going to be passionate about, that'll ignite your senses, your soul, and you would feel, oh, this is what I want to pursue. This could be related to career, this could be a hobby. I mean, outside of a human dynamic, this could be anything in your life, that brings back that vitality, that joy, and that hope of, oh, I want to pursue this, I want to do this. And lastly, I do feel like a lot of tiny, tiny wishes you would feel are coming true. For some of you who are maybe in content creation or who are influencers, social media, something could blow up in the month of December. And that might actually make you very happy. And it could blow up in a very interesting manner. Like if you're targeting a particular target group, it might actually reach out to a different target group. So it'll be interesting of how it unfolds. Now, looking at this card here, it just tells me that there is some idea, some opportunity that you're going to be sitting with, or you're going to be discussing with yourself. Do I want to spend this money on this big idea? Do I have the funds? Like there's something to do with money and a big idea. Okay. You're going to be sitting with it, but you will also be sitting with it to understand that how can you go about executing it and take action. Okay. So I feel as if a lot of things, honestly, in the month of December are coming together for you. Oh, so interesting. Look what caught my eye. Insight and this. Like I said, that, possibly you could be sitting with some idea, with some thought, with something that you want to pursue. And Why is that? Because right now it's just like an insight. It's just an insight or like a new outlook, new perspective that has come to you, okay? And you would want to sit with it to understand how do I plan it and how do I do it properly. Oh my God, guys, I swear to God, looking at these cards has just given me so much joy. Now, this feels like a very happy pile. I'm very happy to be reading these cards. Very excited, actually. There's a lot of energy of excitement and newness here. Yeah. So I feel there is going to be some new revelation, some new insight to you. I honestly feel this is more to do with your career. This is more to do with the bigger plans, the bigger goals of your life, the bigger asks of your life. How do you see your life? What is it that you truly want to do? So I feel as if from that insight, then you would get into this mode of, okay, now what are the kind of resources, funds, everything that I need to plan this? For some of you, I feel it could also be like a career pivot or a career shift. Okay, one more message. I think some of you need to learn to take insights also. It's almost like that the way you have been working. Sorry, I don't know what's the problem. This camera just stops recording after 10 minutes, 55 seconds. I have to keep an eye on the laptop to ensure that it's recording properly. Okay, continuing. Uh, I feel some of you need to learn to take the insights that are being thrown at you. You currently might be sitting with your thought process, your way of doing things, and when somebody is telling you something, it would be a good idea to not disregard it. Okay? Because there is a new insight that you need. So you need like a new perspective of looking at things. But predictively speaking, I do feel as if this is already going to be coming together for you. So it feels like, you would get that insight that you need. It's going to come together for you. But regardless, if you are somebody who is likely a stubborn human, or somebody who has a habit of saying no before a yes first, you might want to change that outlook. Okay. I also feel for all those who are looking for funds or looking to get funded, either by a VC or like you are seeking some support in your career, business, I think you're going to be getting that. So it's great energy. Oh, I completely forgot to read this card. Okay, King of Sweets. By the way, it flew out organically when I was trying to ask cards, okay, what is the card I need for pile one? So I do feel as if, you're going to be having the time of your life in December 2024. The King of Sweet card here is clearly representative of how you have a big chunk of this big fat pie and a very princely, kingly, queenly feeling about life. So I feel as if you're going to be having a very luxurious month as well, a very fulfilling, abundant, rich month, richness of emotions, richness of joy, richness of laughter. I'm getting excited again. Cute energy. Okay, do not miss phone calls. Keep your eyes and ears open. Either you keep your eyes and ears open, like be very alert for opportunities, for like observation, or you just sit down and pray. There are just two broad messages I have for you. Why? Because if you're going to be sitting down, connecting with your divine and like praying, I feel you will automatically be guided to those right things. But if for some reason you're not able to do that, just keep your eyes and ears open. Be a little aware in every moment. Observe things around. Get off your phone. That's definitely one more advice that I'm getting. That you guys completely need to get off your phone, reduce your screen time, interact with nature, with people. I also see travel happening here for some of you. For very few, I'm kind of also getting this message that there might be like two people in your life, or like two people who might be interested in you in the month of December, and you might be like, which one do I go for? So interesting, cute. December, I also feel you're going to be planning a lot of your travels, your goals for 2025. Some of you are thinking of doing a vision board and you're going to be doing that. Some of you are planning to sit down and start scripting, journaling. Like, there's some ritual, some activity you would do to set the tone for 2024, and you must, okay? So again, that becomes both a prediction and an advice that you must sit down and make a vision or a goal list for 2025. Some of you are going to be planning your travels, your expenses. You might have a very important meeting with your finance person in the month of 2025. Yeah. And generally just travel. I feel as if, there is one very important travel in your mind around Feb, March, April, May, June. Wow, almost said all the months. Yeah, around Feb, March, April, May, June. I feel like some of you are dying to travel in the first half of 2025. And this is something very important to you. You want to plan it properly, you want to have enough time. So you might be looking forward to like how to do that, or you might plan that. Okay. I also feel December is going to be your time of new beginning. I was just going to say new beginning, then I saw we already have a card here. Because you know what it seems like? It literally seems like as if you are just setting the tone for 2025. Like you just want a new beginning on everything now. You You want a new outlook on love. You want a new outlook on your career. You're happy taking a new perspective. You're happy integrating all the wisdom and moving forward with that. So to me personally, it feels like a beautiful, beautiful month. And overall, it will feel like a new beginning for you. It's like, oof, I've understood everything. I've learned everything. I've managed to power through everything and I am happy now. I'm liberated. I'm free. So that is what I'm hearing. Flow with the rhythm. This is literally how I'm feeling, like if you were to see me, I'm literally dancing. I don't know if you've heard of like these animal flow workshops. I'm literally like moving my body in this flow of like, oh, oneness with the universe because this is your energy, guys, that I'm picking on. I actually feel that you're going to feel very much in flow with the universe and the flow of life and the flow of rhythm. It's going to feel very lovely. It's going to feel light. It's going to be all right. Everything will be taken care of. I am taken care of. So beautiful energy. Interestingly, today when I was making the piles and I was trying to think what deck to pick, I don't know why I went to the Christian deck. And for this particular pile, when I was pulling out that, okay, what deities are going to be protecting you in this month, I actually got Christian Radha. So here I'm going to read out what's written on the card also for you. I'm taking it off the frame. Faith and power of love. Oh my god. Okay, wait 1 second. Krishna, Radha, I genuinely feel those who are getting married, you're getting married to your soulmate. If you start seeing your relationship is getting better, it really is a destined connection. And all those who might end up meeting someone, I think it's going to be something special. And this person at the start will come into your life to make you believe in love again. Oh, so cute. Okay, I'm going to go back to reading it. Faith in the power of love, ability to win heart of one's beloved, increased devotion and attainment of divine love, liberation from the pains of thwarted love. The last line, liberation from the pains of thwarted love, I do feel that is also part of the integration and overall understanding of love that you're going to be doing. You're going to be healing in the month of December happily. Then increased devotion and attainment of divine love. Where are my spiritual people? Because this message is for those who just want to bask and revel in the glory of Bhakti more, which is we see the divine, we want to cry, we want to spend hours. So with the star card here, I do feel this is also talking about a very pure kind of divine love. And I do feel you're going to be building up your spiritual practices more strongly this month. Now we have Christian sense of humor, universal love and charity, success in loving relationships, carefree attitude towards life. That's why flow with the rhythm of life. So, and also just so you know, guys, Christian was smart, okay? He was smart, he was smartly manipulated, he knew how to get his way around life. That is a part of the wisdom that you're supposed to get through. Two. Okay, I think with this card, I felt like cutting the deck and just seeing what else. I think you're going to be coming out of this energy. I think this isn't you anymore. So you need to get out of your head because life is going to be bringing a lot more emotional balance. Now, the last message that I'll give you here is this With affirmations, oh, interesting. With affirmations, I claim my inner power. I think you need to get started with affirmations. I did say, right, you're going to be doing some ritual or something like that to set the tone for 2025. I think affirmations might be your best friend. No matter what I choose to believe or say, the universe always says yes to me. Therefore, I only choose positive thoughts and words. Of course, stay positive, stay optimistic. I think it's already happening for you. Stay in the energy of joy, love, and hope. But I also feel you might want to start practicing affirmations. They will bring a change in your life. Okay, so that was it. Pile number one. Let me know what did you think, and if you like the reading, any part of it resonated. If you like the clarity in the reading because of the camera, you might want to drop a comment below. Okay, see you next year now. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I'm gonna put out few more videos before 2025. So, okay, see ya. Hi, pile number two. If you chose this card, then this is your reading. I don't know why I kept feeling as if, this pile would have been confused between pile number two, pile number one. And that confusion could also have been, oh, do I want it spicy? Do I want it sweet? But I also like it spicy. Uh, Do tell me if what I caught on was right or not in the comments below. But anyway, this is your reading. And one disclaimer before I start your reading is that, see, a lot of readers would actually use tarot for toxic positivity, just to say the things you want to hear, make you come back to the channel. Tarot is actually a tool of divination, and tarot is a tool of telling the truth, tell what you see as is. So like always, I'm going to be using the second approach. I want to tell you things as they are. Now, why I gave you such a huge ass disclaimer? Because I wanted to tell you that I think in the month of December, you would feel, oh, another year went by and not much has changed in my life. Almost like I still do not have a flourishing love or romantic life the way I wanted. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, maybe there are some roadblocks to taking it to next level. In terms of career, you might be like, oh, like I'm not as stable financially. Maybe I'm not financially free or independent completely. And you would just feel that, oh my God, what a year. Like, for you, the story of 2024 is you have no idea what all I went through, how I came out of it. And now I feel that, okay, next year is going to be my year. Because this year just felt like I was being taught different lessons every few weeks at every important moment in my life. I'm not going to lie, okay? Although I literally am able to take the message from each card in front of me, I'm still struggling a lot to give you a message. And I feel like this is a lot of resistant energy from people who are watching this also because, constantly what I'm hearing in my head, you know what, don't tell us our story. We already know it. That's what I'm actually hearing. That you don't need to tell us our story. We already know it. Like, I don't even want to listen to it because I'm sure there's no change to the story. Interesting. So cute, that little shadow of the bird. What I'm also hearing is that you can't help us. Nobody can help us. If my own God cannot help me, then what will anything in the world change? See, I'm struggling so much, like I'm falling short of words. It's almost like it's your emotion. Like right now, your current energy might be such that, it's like that, oh, I don't want to talk or I don't want to discuss, I don't want to express, I just want to be like, like, just let me be. I just want to sigh and let me be. So yeah. You know what I would actually tell you? Because I also, from a quantum physics point of view, I do believe that, we are all watching anything that we do in different dimensions. The time of, the concept of time and space is not as how we understand it. I would actually tell you right now in this moment to breathe in and out at least 3 times. Breathe in with me, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And I'm sorry, I've literally spent like 4 minutes of your reading in just like knowing what your current energy is like, because I can put together the messages, but there's something that's stopping me. It's almost like, you saying that, oh, don't tell us. Like, we don't want to know. Whew. Okay. Okay. So I'll shake off your energy from me also. And now we are actually getting into the reading because you should know this. Okay. I tell things as is. I also try to empower you with the truth. Let's look at it like that, okay? Let's not be so resistant. Good. Cool. Okay, you've chosen the card, the flame. I feel as if you felt that your year 2024 has been one spicy year, meaning that it has been a year, that has literally gave you chilly burns quite many times in the year. Okay. What I feel is as if maybe you were looking for a different kind of spiciness in your life in 2024. What you instead got was, like literally spicy burns where you're like, oh, I need water. Oh, I can't, like, I can't, I need to stop eating. Like how that happens. So I feel as if, life has been pretty chilly or pretty burnful to you in the year 2024 with its own little challenges. You may have enjoyed few, okay? Like with few, I feel, you may have also got into this humorous, playful outlook to be like, oh, it is what it is, like making fun of the situation or making light of the situation, basically. But the truth is that you did have a hard year. Okay, let's accept that. Recently somebody pointed out that people from the north, they do not pronounce ear and ear correctly. Like YEAR and EAR sounds very similar. I don't know. Do I also mispronounce it? I do, I think, mispronounce quite a lot of words. Okay, anyway, back to your reading. I do feel you've had a hard year. All right. And the year of and December 2024, guys, I'm struggling so much with your reading. Okay, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to come back to this reading in 5 minutes. Okay, we are back. I did have to ground myself. I'm feeling subtle energies all over my body. Okay, no more digression now. Straight up to your reading. You did have a tough year. That's what the flame is telling me. You maybe expected it to be a more spicy or like a different year for you. You had a lot of hopes from this year, okay? And you were kind of hoping to maybe elevate, to upgrade in life. Instead, the spicy burns that you got were not really helping you upgrade, but instead it felt like a setback. You may have had also like a lot of periods of little isolation up until now. Okay. Now, coming back to what do I see happening in the month of December for you? I feel December is going to feel like a recollection of everything that went wrong or went good in the in the year of 2024. What I'm kind of getting is that, I do feel as if in December you're going to be in the zone of reminiscing, thinking, overthinking. Wow, what a year. Like, oh my God, what was that year? And what I'm hearing constantly is that what was this year 2024? There's like a sense of disdain in you, there's a sense of irritation and annoyance in you, but at the same time, you're just amused because in your mind, you are hopeless. You're like, it doesn't get better for me, which is the funniest thing. It never gets better for me. You might also, be chatting with yourself about the fact that how much faith to keep. It just never gets better for me. You might be blaming your luck quite a lot. You might be blaming your life. You might be blaming your gods or whatever like higher powers you connect with. And December would continue to feel like that. You would just feel that, it never works out for me. Whatever it is what it is. I'll have to be okay with it. It's like, you're just trying to make light of a situation that is honestly very, very painful to you. Okay. Um, I do feel as if, some of you are really in the need and in the desire of companionship, especially for those like who are not in a relationship or who are in unhappy relationships. You desire companionship, you desire love, but it's almost like that you may not have it. Mm. You know what I'm getting, honestly? Have you even made the right choices up until now? So I see this desire of love, but what I also have here is make the right choice. Have you actually made right choices in the entire year? Or did you just let the year happen to you? Like, did you let 2024 happen to you in your own little perspective, because of which you have not really elevated. And especially for those like who were attracted to pile one and two, and if you're feeling like this is resonating already, then pile one is what you aspire to be. That's why you were attracted to it. But this is your reality. That there is now a need to understand the choices that you have made, the repercussions, and to start making the correct selection. It's so interesting. There's so many cards of choice here. Make the right choice. It says selection and rest. Even this card, like even when I teach this card in my tarot classes, I literally tell them that if you look at this card closely, the woman literally just has to shake off and she can walk away. But in her head, she has made the situation so big. There's nobody surrounding her near the swords. She's literally alone. But all she has to do is just wiggle, 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 loosen the ties, the threads, and just walk away. There's nobody there. But in her head, oh my god, I'm so stuck. I don't think you're making the right choices. And that is why maybe so much of resistance, because it's like, oh, everybody comes and gives me knowledge or like advice or unsolicited suggestions. Yeah, but also I'm sorry, you're not good at taking them. You don't know how to make the right choices in your life. I'm getting, and no wonder I was feeling so stuck for literally 8 minutes in your reading, which by the way, I'm planning to keep in the video. Okay. I'm not going to cut it out. Um, it's like so much resistance, so much, I know it never works out. I know this is how it is. I know, this is how I function. I know this is how I think. Interestingly, sometimes in private readings also I'd had like few clients who would be hell bent on saying, I am a very loving person. I am so giving. But is it not detrimental if it's not working out in your favor? you know so a lot of stubborn energy here from the lack of elevated awareness and elevated wisdom. I think what you lack is elevated wisdom. This pile very much feels like one of those people like who go through life and you make life in a very simplistic manner of what it is, but they never really incorporate the wisdom. Like they don't take action on the wisdom. Oh, so interesting. Technically you should watch first pile, because if I can, I'll in the edit clip it to the seconds where I've explained what integration is. You must go and watch, just those few seconds in the first pile to understand what integration is. That is what you need. You understand something intellectually. What is intellectual understanding? Some people are not good for you. Okay. Then you go through it by experience. You meet certain friends, you meet certain people, and because you are maybe loving or you function in a particular manner, you keep giving your all to them. Then you realize that they don't reciprocate. Okay. You go through that. And then the intellectual wisdom that some people in life are not good for you. You understand that through experience that, oh shit, some people in life are really not good for you. They give you pain. Then what happens from that? This experience keeps on repeating. Then eventually comes a wisdom where you realize that, people in life who are not good for you, it's okay to not engage with them. It's okay to not entertain them. Okay. That happens. That's your wisdom. Now, what is integration? Integration is when you understand that there would always be in life, you would meet or come across people who will not be good for you. And you don't have to entertain them. But last many times, I realized this after entertaining them for a lot longer. This time I choose to not entertain them from the start. The moment I see few signs, it's okay to walk off. That is integration. Along with the elevated understanding that in life you will always have people, who are not going to be doing things in your best interest. The good thing for you to do is to walk away from that at the right time, and it'll feel seamless to you, not with the pain that the first few experiences brought. That is what is meant by integration. So honestly, December feels like that, you would be craving romantic love. I don't think you would be having any because the ghosts of your past, the moment I saw this card, I wanted to say the ghost of your past, the ghost of your past. The ghosts of your past are not leaving you. You're very stuck in your own energy, in your own head. Honestly, you need some proper shake off. You need a therapist. You need a new outlook on life. Okay? For very few, as a prediction, I would say that, maybe some of you are like getting into a arranged marriage. Funnily, I saw the card, which kind of signifies arranged marriage. And when I was like shuffling through the deck, it never came out again. So some of you who are getting into arranged marriage, you might want to make the right choice and right selection. Be very careful of whom you're selecting. Um, Make sure that, they're screened by your friends, family, you're going through all those inquiries. Um, those who are not getting into arranged marriage, there are people in this pile who I think now want to get married. Is it happening? No. You don't have anybody yet. You need to let go the ghosts of your past. You need to let go this. I think this card I don't even need to explain. It's just like, oh my God, shake off. And you need to open up more. This I feel is also in regards to your career. I feel what has happened is you have allowed, a very societal or traditional outlook on career to dictate your life. And I don't mean it in just in the context of job and business. I mean, suppose how do you go out and network? How do you make yourself better? I feel like you have failed to understand that. I'm sorry, guys. Your reading is as it is not so positive. I should not have said the word failed. What I want to say is that you have not managed to understand that even to get a job or to do a career shift, there are new ways of approaching it. The kind of networking that can help you. The mm, the kind of outlook you need. The places where you need to be present. Honestly, I don't even have to explain all of this so much because all the cards are telling me right now is you just need to be open. You are simply not being open. Open your arms, open yourself to the world, shake off this energy, like just go out, play, be in a playful energy. You need to play. So yeah, December kind of feels like, overall a month where you would feel, oh, thank God this year came to an end and okay, fine, I'll sit and I'll try and understand what all did I learn through this year. But honestly, it's useless if you're not able to integrate it. So I think this is coming as an advice, not like a prediction, because I do feel as if this is not going to be happening to you guys. You need to very consciously now understand what is integration of all lessons and wisdom and how to not repeat it. You need to become a lot more open. Shake off your stubborn, resistant mindset to everything. Your outlook is very closed. Like even, okay, you know what, like honestly, sometimes when it comes to our parents also, when it comes to our bosses, when it comes to like our friends, we have a very closed outlook because as a society we've been conditioned to believe, oh, you can't cut off or fade out friends. Oh, you can't like not care for your parents. No, you can. But at the same time, you don't stop doing things for yourself. And it's okay to prioritize yourself. So that's like one of the examples that I can give you to tell you like the kind of little beliefs and mindset that you need to break away from. Okay. Need to be a lot more open. There's also need to save money, or I feel that, you might just feel that, okay, now is like a good time to start saving money. I don't know why you're feeling that. because everyone's situation is, of course, exclusive. Yes, December might also be a month where you might feel that I should save money. I feel as if romantic love is something that you're going to be seeking. If it comes to you, please make the right choice and right selection. Don't do anything out of loneliness or desperation. If it's an arranged marriage, you have two, three choices. Make sure you're making the right choice. If you're completely single, I do feel your mind, your heart desires love. So go out, meet people, be curious, stay in a playful energy. The other card that I have here is your call will be answered. I feel as if, this is like the call of the divine, because it does say you and your prayers are never unheard. I feel like, if you've been constantly telling yourself what I mentioned in the start of the video, which I'm not going to repeat now, I think it's time that you believe that no, you're on the right path. It may not be, again, how society looks at your life. The life that you have designed or you have been given may feel very different from society's way of thinking, but you are on your path. That's all you should care about. Okay. A little bit of traveling energy, I kind of sense like between end of December to start of Jan. As if like, you would be like, okay, I think I should just travel and like renew my energies and change my energies. I do feel if you've been able to manage to get the wisdom that was needed from this year, okay, then you have managed to like move into a great cycle of change for next year. Okay. Uh, the other two cards that I have here is Narasimhadev. This is also somehow hinting me at Mars. As if, you need to check the placement of Mars in your chart. Mars could be in your seventh house, or Mars could be in your 10th house. And I think next year onwards might be like a better time. But again, I say all this better time only for you to know first that till the time you've not integrated the wisdom, you're simply going to be repeating the pattern. So yeah. So yeah, I do feel as if, the Mars in this year in your personal natal chart of the year's transit may have also been a bit of a bitch. Sorry. So, yeah. But anyway, I do feel as if next year is going to be quite interesting for you. Protection from evil forces, ability to see God everywhere in all things, skillful sublimation of one's anger when it's not needed, strength and courage to defy conventional authority for truth and justice. Justice. Very Martian energy for sure. Skillful sublimation of one's anger when it's not needed. Honestly, looking at the pile, I don't feel like you guys are angry people. But if you are, you might have to like control your Mars energy. Is somebody Aries in this pile? Or Scorpion? Anyway, you may need to be a little bit more tactful how you tackle what you tackle. Okay, you don't need to bring out the little lion or tiger inside you every now and then. But at the same time, if you're somebody who has a weak Mars, which means that you're not able to take action, you lack courage, you lack the ability to stand up for yourself, then you might have to focus a little bit on first accepting your anger and then expressing it in a healthy manner, of course. Okay. Then we have Lakshmi. The moment I saw the Lakshmi card, I felt like going, oh, show me the money. Improved social status, increased wealth and luxuries, career promotion or acknowledgement, good and faithful marriage partner, especially your wife. With the Lakshmi card here, honestly, I do feel there are two things that are coming to my mind. First is, of course, money. So while this card says you might be like in a scope of saving money or whatever, I think it might also be that, some investment may bring you good returns. So that's that. If you're looking for like promotion or like getting a job, I think you will secure that. I think your money situation is going to be good. You're going to be blessed in that front. The other thing that I'm kind of getting is bringing more softness to your outlook towards life, like with the play energy here also, bringing more softness. And it's interesting, the card number plays 3, 6, which is 9. 9 is going to be the energy of next year. Then we have Narasimhadev, which is reminding me very much of Mars. So, like what I kind of feel is as if enough of cribbing, crying, and being like, oh my God, my life doesn't go my way. That's true. But what have you done to change it? Instead of like life happening to you, what have you done to design the life that you desire? And to do that, you need to come in a lot more fun and playful energy. So yeah, I feel as if the softness towards life is needed. Curiosity, fun, joy towards life is needed. Okay. Already given you the message for integration. You need to spoken enough about it. Now, the last message that I have for you is I'm centered in truth and peace. That says the universe is one of great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in every moment of my life. Oh, I feel truthful and peaceful now in this reading. Whew. I think breathing is also one of the things that you guys need to do. The takeaway from this reading, honestly, would be that December would still feel like a very, I don't know, why was this year what it was month? Take the learnings, integrate, bring some elevated wisdom in your life by the virtue of action. Sign up for a therapist and move into 2025 with a much more playful energy because that's the only thing that's going to help you and save. So, yes, that was it. Pile number 2. Please do leave a comment below if the first part of the video, which I had to literally cut and then kind of like get into the mode of like shooting your video again. If it resonated, do let me know. I would like to understand whose energies was I picking up. And okay, see you next time. Bye. Hi. Pile number 3. If you chose this milkshake, then this is your reading. I just want to open all the cards properly. And you know that deck, I could not shuffle off camera properly. So what I'm going to do is, after opening all the cards, I'm also going to be shuffling it on camera. It just picked up too many messages, you know. Let's get the bottom of the deck for this one. Okay. See, I keep feeling like there are many cards that want to come out. Okay, I've seen that. Now let it pop out. Okay, one card. Okay. Wow. Integration has come for literally all piles, you know. It's almost like, oh my god, year of 2024 Saturn. I've taught you enough lessons. Have you integrated it? Okay, interesting. I think I'm going to make a short video on this later. Okay, cool. Chalo, we'll start. So, you have chosen this card, which is the thickest milkshake. Were you craving a milkshake when you chose this card? Anyway, what I feel along with this card that you've chosen, which is the thickest, is that it's like your December may feel complete. You know, like how milkshake can also be like a complete meal in itself. It's thick enough. You don't necessarily need something else. So it will feel very complete and in a very bittersweet manner. Why? Because sometimes, you know, after a milkshake, you make like sometimes something after something sweet, you crave something salty also, right? So, in a very nice, bittersweet manner, you would feel that okay, the year was complete in its own way. I've had like my fair share of challenges, understanding, learning, and it's all right. It's all right. I did good. I think that's how you would rate yourself. You would go like, it's okay. I did good. I was good. I managed to get through in good understanding of life. Okay. And why I'm saying good understanding of life, because with the card of integration here, along with everything else, for few, I feel you have managed to really understand a lot of things and you may have managed to integrate that wisdom. And I told it to pile number 2 also. I'll put out, you know, the clip where I'm explaining integration, um, which is in pile number 1. I'll put it in the comments below, the timestamps. You can go and check that out to understand what truly is integration. Okay. So I feel predictively some of you are going to be confident about the fact that yes, I've managed to integrate the lessons. And for many, I feel, let me just get this deck out of the way. And for many, I feel um, this is something you need to understand. You need to integrate your lessons now, for which you can refer to that little clip that I'll put in the timestamp. That what is integration. Um, okay. Somebody, I think, would have made up their mind about relocating or leaving their current home, moving ahead, transitioning in career, moving to a different state, city, moving to a different job. Movement, change is there very much on the cards. And I think you thought about it quite a lot. You may not immediately act upon it in December, but then you would start preparing yourself for this change. Like, you may want to do it next year mid or after 2025, like towards the end of it. But you would start preparing yourself also for it because in your mind also it is like, oh, it is a huge change. Okay. So there is definitely change of job, place, location, city, mindset, something here, something huge. And what I'm kind of saying is that the only sadness in your life in the month of December, or the only lack that you would feel, is basically your love life, which, by the way, is just not blooming. So you would feel like that, you know what? Okay, honestly, when I look at these two cards in a little humorous manner, I do want to say it's like, you're in your home, comfortable, and you're just waiting for somebody to come and knock on your window and be like, hey, I'm your knight and I'm your Prince Charming or I'm your princess. That's not going to happen, guys. If you're going to be so comfortable with all that I have and, like whoever has to laugh can cross this and then walk to me, I don't think that's happening. With this card here, what we have is that you need to get out. Oh my God. This reminds me of this reel of this influencer, Indian influencer, Kusha Kapila, where she's literally put out a reel saying that, like you will not find anybody at the comfort of your home. Go out, interact. All single people get together. So yeah. Maybe joining some singles club and if not dating apps, like, these single mixer events and stuff like that might help you. Simply getting out to do things that you enjoy. What is it that you enjoy? Pile number three. I feel as if, like there is little to no hobbies in your life or hobbies that you pursue. What is it that you enjoy? Do you enjoy knitting? Do you enjoy movies? What is it that you enjoy? Don't say eating out and going out. Yeah, what are your hobbies? If not, do you want to collect a hobby? I think December onwards is a good time. Go out, do something that you enjoy doing. Go out with something that you enjoy doing for yourself. And then things will start falling into place. You just have to go out, do your bit, and then surrender. And things will fall into place. You don't have to go out necessarily to like meet people. You have to go out with things that you love to pursue things that you love. Then come back home, chill, surrender, and things will fall into place. Whatever has to fall into place. Then be open. This is so weird, this is so similar to pile two also. Yeah, it's almost like, were you also attracted to pile two? I don't think so, but yeah, it's a very similarish message to pile two. Anyway, be open. You look at this man, closed hands. What is this closeness? Wait, I'll show you up close. Can you see? Even in the sphere of body language, like it said that it's not a great body language to have because it shows you as a closed person. And here the card says be open. For some reason, this pile three is making me like, a little bit angry. And I'll tell you angry as what? As like, like a friend to pile three. I would have been like, that angry friend who's just constantly like annoyed and a little bit irritated with the fact that I'm having to constantly reroute you to the right path. Or I'm constantly having to like fix you midway or, like course correct you. And of course, it's playful angriness, playful anger. It's not like that I'm actually angry. But it is also exhausting, like, oh my God, how much do I course correct you? Like, why don't you course correct yourself? So that is the kind of energy that I'm getting here that I think this also might be your own energy with yourself that, I'm like a little angry and annoyed now. Like, oh, I just wanted to get better. It will, but you need to take action, right? You need to stay open. You need to surrender. You also need to have more self-love and appreciation for yourself. I think this pile has like significantly low confidence. either by the virtue of life or like, however, I do feel as if you have significantly low confidence. Okay. Okay. What else in the month of December? What I'm kind of also getting is as if, there is going to be some win that's going to happen for you. Interesting. It's almost like that maybe for the first 2, 3 weeks of December, or first 1.5, 2 weeks in December, you would be like, oh, you know what, I give up. Now I'll just look at everything next year onwards. I can't fight battles anymore. And I think towards the end of it, you would just be like, you know what, if you have to achieve something in life, you have to fight for it. And that's where you would be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to go out and get what I want from my life. Enough of this shittiness and nonsense. And I think you will get it. So I think after like 1.5 weeks in December, you would be like, you know what? It is my battle. My life is my battle. I want to design my life the way I want to design it, and I'm going to go out and get it, and you will get it. I also feel as if, there's going to be like some sort of a discord or like a spat with somebody in a senior position from you at work or like even in family, like somebody who's elder to you. You might be able to win, but just ask yourself at what cost, okay? So what happens is, like, suppose if it's something that you're seeking, like a promotion or something, that may happen, okay? You may have to fight out for it. But if you know that, okay, the person that you're dealing with is an absolute asshole, and then are gonna be like good to you, then you might as well want to, just give them a taste of their own medicine by at least being real with them. So that is what I'm getting here. So yeah, I do feel as if December, after like first 1.5, 2 weeks, you would suddenly be like in this zone of, oh my God, I need to take charge of my life. I need to have things planned, ready, which is okay. We all have months like that, right? Start off like with a little bit of downtime and then we get into like that enthu zone. One thing that I can't ignore is you're going to be missing a parent figure, grandmother, or father, whoever, very heavily, very strongly all through the month of December. Too many memories of you being a little boy or a little girl. Some of you may have actually lived abroad or may have had a very unique childhood, okay? Could have been dysfunctional, could have been a more loving childhood. You're going to like have a lot of memories coming up of your childhood. The good parts, the bad parts. The bad parts are coming up to make you heal. Listen to those. Do not disregard. Do not tell yourself, already now how much. Don't be like that, okay? And the good parts are coming as parts of comfort to remind you that yes, you have had good times in your life. If somebody's interactions or observations increase around birds, ants, then just take this as a sign that it is your ancestors or your guides. They're trying to connect with you. More ancestors. It is something from the spirit realm trying to connect with you. Or they are with you. As simple as that. Now, when that happens, what are you supposed to do? Just feed them in your mind. You can just pray to it that, okay, I've received the message or I know that you're there with me. And then cut the cords. That's also very important. Some of you are going to be like traveling maybe towards nature, or you might like decide to start doing gardening or something at home this month. Bring more pots, bring more plants because you like want nature around you. You want that greenery. Some of you may actually get very interested in growing certain herbs like, like a basil, rosemary at home, curry leaves. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm getting. Whatever's happening in the month of December is like a period of transition, okay? I actually don't see a lot of problems. What I just see is that you just need to be like a little bit more positive. You just need to be like a little bit more positive and a little bit more open-minded to what's happening to you like in the month of December and like how you want to design your life, okay? So I feel as if it's going to be like a period of transition for you. You have to understand that life is ever changing. Wherever you are right now, this is not the end of it. There would be a change from here also. It's literally an S. And how is it that you can empower yourself more is something also as a conversation you need to have with yourself is something that you need to understand better, empower yourself. And you empower yourself with self-love and appreciation first for yourself. I wake up in the morning loving myself, praising myself, telling myself I love being me. You not only build more confidence like this, but you need to build more confidence, but you also need to appreciate yourself. You need to first be like, oh, I love me before anything else. Okay? And don't focus so much about what life is rewarding you or not, because you're being asked to focus on your karma, which is that do good, be good, and never lose faith and be prepared. Just do your karma. You are here on a karmic plane to let go of certain, and it's interesting, I said karma, and then we also have the card of Ganga. I feel some of you could be planning a trip to Rishikesh or Haridwar or Prayagraj, one of those places. Dev Prague, yeah. Um, you are going to be visiting the Ganga or like a spiritual or a holy place for sure. And I think if that happens, it is literally your karmic cleansing. It's your karma calling you there. You know, this reminds me of that song. I absolutely love that song, Har Har Gange, from this movie, Bollywood movie, Patti Gul Meter Chalu, something like that. And it says, Karam tujhe pukare, tu pahuche Ganga kinare. And that's what I feel is happening this month for you. You are being called to a certain holy place or a divine place. That is because it is the time for your karmic cleansing. God has accepted something, God has seen your struggle, and they're bringing you there to make that jump, to bring that transition, that shift, to move you in your next phase of life. So I just move the cards down a little bit. Then we also have Ganesh here, which is saying that obstacles are going to be removed. And I do feel that, you know, any obstacle that you're going through, they are going to be removed in your life. You don't have to worry so much about those. Lastly, I would just say be open. Let your light shine. That's very important. And overall, it just feels like a good month, you know, where you're going to be jogging your memory quite a lot because you're going to be nostalgic. You might want to go out in the nature. You might plan something randomly, you know, to visit to like a spiritual place. Uh, Romantic life or like the life that you envisioned is something that's going to take a little bit more of surrender and staying open. But overall, I feel like after 1.5, 2 weeks, you would just feel more in charge of your life, you know. The only thing that you need to focus on in December is drive more self-love and appreciation. Empower yourself more. Collect hobbies. Rest. Everything is just falling into place. And maybe learn a little bit about how you can go about integrating everything properly. Yeah. I'm also going to read out this card. Purification from sin, pacification from worldly desires, liberation at time of death, and remedy for physical disease. Oh yeah, actually, I don't know why I didn't say it. Um, if you have been like going through certain health issues, I think you're going to start feeling better by the end of December. It's going to be fine. Certain cards here are hinting towards taking a more alternative healing approach. Less allopathy, more alternative healing, Ayurveda, naturopathy, acupuncture. So yeah, you might want to do that. So yeah, that was it for you, pile number 3. It seems like a good month, okay? There's nothing problematic as such. The only thing I would be wary of a little bit is that don't be this person. Don't be like so self-isolating and lazy or like hopeless. You need to have hope in you. Keep the hope going in you. Okay. And take action. Hello, get out. So, yeah. All right. Pile number 3. Let me know how this resonated. And do drop in your comments. I love reading those. And I'll see you in the next reading. Okay, bye.